Hi, Future Rogue here. I've always wanted to use that piece of music as some kind of montage and thought this would be a good spot, but after watching it back, I realized I was in that water a long time. So rather than make you watch that, let's just skip ahead. Hello everybody, I am Rogue Torso as always, and welcome back to the Titancraft server for Season 8. So excited for this season and to be back. Took some time off, but it was greatly needed and recharged me quite a bit. Obviously the footage you just saw was not filmed on day one. Some of you I'm sure noticed that there was places that were lit up. I did that a little afterwards, but that was pretty much the route we took to get here. And where is here? Well, this is the Cave Crew starting area. So the Cave Crew is a group of people that formed last year as the Ravine Crew. I believe Cable Guy did a tour of their area. Basically, it was an area or a group of starting players, like newer players and some not so new players, who all got together and decided they were going to live in a ravine. They arbitrarily chose the coordinates negative 3700 2000, which is where we're at approximately, I believe. Yeah, pretty close. And they found a ravine. So this year they decided to come out to this spot and see if they could find a cave. And spoiler alert, they did. But I'll go into that in a minute. So this is kind of the beginning farming area. This was not here day one, as you could probably guess. But you can see things have been built. We got different trees. There's a dark oak tree right there. There's obviously a spruce tree, oak. I don't see a birch tree around, but I guarantee you we have them. Lots of cocoa beans. Somebody grew on the side of this tree. Wow, they put them way up there too. That's fun. Somebody built this little starter house. There's not much left in here, but somebody threw some beds. We had some chests in here for all the starter resources. Whoever found these spore blossoms, somebody thought we needed some glowberries. But yeah, pretty cool little place to start. Got everybody off to a good start. Mushrooms, we had a little pen for mushrooms over here, right in this area. Looks like there's only one left. Somebody got some pandas. I don't think we've done a whole lot with them. But yeah, from there we started exploring. And where we ended up was right over here. And we actually found an azalea tree, I think right there. Yeah, I think that's where it started. And then we ended up finding this cave down here eventually. I'm going to take you from there, and we're going to start in the main area of the cave, which is through this little tunnel here. We didn't always have that water elevator. We came over here and got this one. And somebody's decorated it very nicely. I don't know what's in that chest, and I don't want to look right now. Okay. So yeah, over here, we've put in a water drop. I don't know who did this, but it looks great. I love it. I love all the foliage and stuff. But yeah, so we got a water elevator. We're going to drop in, and then we're going to work our way back up top, because where you come into the cave, this is kind of the community area. That's basically, we've tried not to change this too much. There are a few little changes that I'll show you, but you come into the cave through this portal for the most part. Walk up here, you can look down into the kind of the main area, which I think looks great. This pillar right here is a water elevator that connects the first, second, and third floors, which are up there. You can follow this path, which I put in, by the way. So if you like it or hate it, you can blame me. somebody's building a mailbox or a post office. That's what it is over there. But we'll start over here. This stairway goes down to some other areas. I'm not going to go to every area, but I will tell you this cave is expansive. I mean, you can see there's areas back in there, lots of space down in there, tucked back in the corners. I mean, we've got people. There's somebody right over there living in an aquifer, right? Living underwater. So that's kind of cool. But up here, we've got our main storage. Basically, there's 4 wings of it. Most of this is like your stone varieties, diorite, dirt, sand, things like that. Mob drops. Some of the woods are down that way. This is kind of extra right now. There's not a whole lot in either one of these. But they were automating this as well. So I believe J-Dub's been doing most of that. So he's been using his spare time to automate all this storage, which is great. You can see all the redstone back there as well. But if you go through here, back here kind of became our de facto industrial area. Oh, I'm out of food. Let's take care of that right now. Iron farm. That's been producing when people are here. I think several people have AFK'd there. Iron was a huge problem early in the season. Now that the public iron farm's open, not as big of a problem, but still, iron was a huge problem and still is to some people. AFK area for the iron farm. Back here, there's another aquifer. I don't think anybody lives back here, although it looks like somebody was clearing it out for something. Huh, interesting. But neat little area back here so that somebody could use if they wanted. This, like I said, this cave is huge. Every time you think you've found all of it, you find another little corner. Lava collection area to use in this little furnace array, which has been great for everybody. Got some crimson nylium if you need that. We have some in other places as well. We got cactus if anybody needs cactus. So a lot of community stuff right in here. Like I say, this is kind of the main area. People spend a lot of time here, at least I have. We got these little planters with nether wart in them. I thought those were kind of cool. Oh, somebody's been collecting it. Awesome. Not really meant to be a farm per se, but it works as one. It was more of a decorative element, but I think it works. I love this yard out here. I don't remember whose this is. I think it's Prairies. Yeah. I love his style. He did this kind of last year too with the different hues of the white or yellow. I think it looks incredible. Like I say, that used to be our public farming area over there for like carrots, potatoes. I can't remember who lives here now, but they live in this aquifer, which I think is really awesome. I haven't been in there yet to see what it looks like, but I hope to get a tour one of these days. Over here, we have a public enchanting area. So this was pretty useful to people early on. I guess we have a trampoline now. I don't know who put this in. I'll jump for a minute. Boing, boing. I mentioned parrots. Here's where they all went. We have the court of the parrots. So everybody who got a parrot put it in here, and apparently somebody thought a donkey needed to be part of it. I haven't been a big part of this, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's pretty funny, really. Up this bridge is the 3rd floor. So some neat little houses tucked in around here. You know, over in that area, back here. Somebody probably lives back here somewhere. Yeah, little houses tucked in. I just love the way everybody's taking little corners and just tuck things in. We got bridges. You know, we got the dragon going in over there, which is going to look incredible when it's done. I know the person who's working on that has been working really hard on it. I didn't even know this building was here. I saw a picture of it, but I didn't realize where it was. But this is looking pretty incredible. I love the color palette with the bricks and the warped wood, and that is a great color palette. So looks like it's not done, but when it is, I'll have to come see it again because it looks good. But anyway, that's kind of how the cave works. Like I say, when new people come in, find a little corner and put yourself in it. I'll show you my area. It's kind of down in the back. As usual, I put myself away from people for some reason. But we'll come down here. We had one person kind of build all the stairs and stuff. I put in this path here pretty early on. I was getting tired of kind of getting lost in here, so I built myself a path to get to my area. This was all grout. Yeah, see, somebody's got this big facade here they're building behind. Oh, this. I want to show this off. This is the brooding mule, and this is our potion brewing area. So a couple people open this, and they've got different potions. Ooh, I do. Okay, they've got different potions under here. Slow falling, fire resist, which of course is very useful. Healing potions, love that. Um, strength. I don't even know how to make a strength potion, but yeah. So that's all there. And then if you want to put like redstone in it, or you want to make it a splash potion, you can put it in here. It looks like they're a little out of ingredients right now, but that's been pretty cool. I've taken a couple potions from that, and it's all free, but it's a great build too. Looks fantastic. They've got their little courtyard area out here, and then I think they live in the house up there, which is pretty cool. I just love this build to death, and they put a lot of time into it. Well, here first, up here is our spider spawner and skeleton spawner. I'm not going to go down there, but that's what's in that area. And that leads us back along this nethery path that leads to my little bastion type area here. Now, why I decided to go with this, I don't know. I just felt like using these colors. Just a whim. I need to finish texturizing some of this. I'll have to come back in and do it. But that's not the only thing left undone. But I only planned on being here for a couple of weeks. So I decided to do a public project. And my public project was to put in this tree farm. Now, this was solid rock when I started, and I've had a couple people help me dig this out. Fetch'em Lad has been huge. He's dug a lot out of here. I know J-Dub's helped me a little bit. I can't remember who else, but I appreciate all their help because I still wouldn't be done. But yeah, really love how this turned out. We got the big arches. The big spruce beam goes all the way down the middle here. I've lit it up enough that at least it doesn't look totally dark up there. The giant lanterns, love how those turned out, and putting the campfires in the middle so it looks almost like they're flickering. I was pretty proud of that idea, and I think it turned out really great. Never really built something like that before either, so it was good to kind of challenge myself. But yeah, so that looks pretty cool. But I just love how this area turned out. I have finished the ceiling. I didn't really have an idea on what I wanted to do there, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't have had the resources to do it. But I kind of know what I'm going to put on each end. I'll get that at some point, but yeah, really like how this turned out. This is just a bridge that goes all the way down. But I'll take you downstairs real quick and show you what's going on down there. So there's 8 different areas here. This is a spruce area. So there's saplings, there's bone meal if you need it, leaves that have been collected. If there's any extra wood, it's in here, but I think everybody's used it all. Think of how much went into those up there, and you'll know where a lot of it went. Jungle, same deal. Plant, grow, cut down, whatever you want to do. We've got crimson, we've got warped. Fetch'em Lad put some tools down here for everybody to use, which I thought was kind of cool idea. You know, so you see we've got some crimson stems in here, or warp stems if anybody needs them. But yeah, turned out really well. It was not built to be the most efficient farm. I know you can like plant these trees right next to each other and get more wood faster. Not the idea. I wanted to build something that looked really cool and that you could get trees out of, and I think that it has accomplished that. Every area has the wood that tree is behind it. So acacia, dark oak, birch, etc., etc. Wasn't sure how that was going to turn out, but I actually think it turned out really well. And then the only other little thing I've got here, so if you cut down these warp trees or leaves that you don't need or whatever, you can throw them in this little bone meal maker over here and get some more bone meal to use. So really like how this turned out. Spent 3 weeks in here between the outside of it and in here. This was the first 3 solid weeks of my year, and I really enjoy how it turned out. So yeah, so that's that. One other thing, as I was digging this out, as I got up there, and I'm just going to show this. Like I said, every time you turn around, you're discovering a new part of the cave. Look at this up here. I almost incorporated this into the build and left one end open, but it didn't really work out as well as I hoped, so I just shut it off. But if anybody comes into the cave later and wants a cool place to settle down, up here, you can improve the staircase, but up here, there's a really awesome cave. I love this. It's got kind of the central pillars. It's got, you know, a nice big area. It's nice and tall, and there's even access to the ground, like the not the ground, the outside, up in those areas somewhere if you wanted to use them. So that's awesome. But having seen all that, I have now moved out of the cave. This was a great starter area. I enjoyed being here. There's some great people here. Gave me access to a lot of resources and stuff, but I have moved out and I am going to go show that now. Okay, so after having some fun with the cave crew the first 3 weeks and, you know, building something I think looks pretty cool, my intention was always to move out. So I decided to move, I don't know, a hop, skip, and about 1,000,000 miles away out here to the middle of nowhere and build this. Now, this doesn't look like much yet, but it is in the middle of nowhere. The world border isn't too far away in one direction, and I think the nearest land is about 1,000 blocks that way. And by the way, if you're watching this and you want a mushroom island, it's a huge mushroom island. So let me know and I can tell you where it's at. I haven't posted coordinates of it yet on our server exploration. You get out of here. Yeah, you tried to shoot me, you little jerk. Anyway, all this is, I've only built one farm really here. It's a guardian farm, if you can't guess, and we'll go in and look at it real quick. By the way, I have a night vision potion on, so it's night, but the lighting looks a little weird. These spruce trees, pardon me, were used for trapdoors. How did he get out? That's all right. I'm going to put some stairs along there so they can't do that. I just needed a way in and out. The bamboo I was using for sticks. We used a ton of trapdoors in this design. So that's what all the trees were for. And I think we can get a better look at it over here. Oh, wow. It really is nighttime. I'm kind of hoping a zombie villager or two spawns up here. That's why I haven't done anything to spawn proof it yet. Okay. So if we look in here, kind of hard to see. But you can see the guardians are getting washed into the middle there where there's a glass tube they fall into, and then they get washed down below where they die. And we'll go see that in a minute. But that's basically what I've done. I started off on this Saturday morning, and by Sunday afternoon, it was up and running, which is the fastest I have ever done a guardian farm. Invisibility potions and night vision potions are for real, y'all. If you haven't built a guardian farm that way, you should. So this is where the drops come. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's my sounds? I've already emptied this out 2 or 3 times, and it's only been running for, I don't know, 3-4 hours. So it's not too bad, especially for being on a server that's fairly busy. My disorganization system, I'm working on that right now. I started kind of laying out how the storage room is going to be. This room here is going to be kind of like our main control room when we get this all done. It's going to be dug all the way up to the storage system. I don't know that I'll go down lower. I'll have to see. But there is this nice little cave over here, which I think I might just cover with glass and keep in the floor because I think it looks kind of nice. You know, we'll put some lights down there and light it up. I think that would look cool. So we'll see what we do with that. But we've started organizing our storage. It's going to look much nicer when it's done. I have a big plan for the middle, and I'm not going to reveal what I'm actually going to do for this whole build. Hopefully you guys can guess as we go, but it's going to be massive, and it'll be impressive if I pull it off, but I should build some cool stuff along the way. Okay, so the Guardian farm's been going really well. We're getting plenty of drops. You can see we got 9 stacks of sea lanterns already. We got a couple chests full of prismarine blocks. A lot of those are from when I tore the temple down. Same with these, but we got plenty of those build up. But what I want to do next is I want to make an XP grinder component of this. And to do that, I'm going to have to go up a lot of blocks. So what we're going to do, I've got my potion of night vision, I've got a potion of water breathing, and I've got a bunch of sand and some borrowed sponges. Thank you to Darkstar here on the server for those. But we're going to go up here and we're going to go underneath the farm. Now, in order for guardians to get down to like 1 hit, you have to drop them like 30 some blocks. I'll have to look again. But unfortunately, that area is right in here somewhere where all this water is. So we're going to work the next little bit on clearing all this water out. I don't think it'll be too bad because it's not that deep. The only deep spot really is right here. But I'm going to have to clear this out anyway because I want to dig this all the way down to the floor of the... here, let's drink this so you guys can see better. I want to dig this all the way down to the floor of where I'm storing stuff anyway. So we're going to work on that for the next little bit, and I will be back when that is done. Okay, so we've dug all this out. Right now we're just working on getting rid of the last of the sand, and then we can start working on the farm. So I think I need to be at around level 28 to 29, and I'm at level 34 right here. So I'll probably have to dig this down. I won't dig the entire thing out right now. I think I'll dig just an area around here that I need, and that way I can use it as XP. As I dig, I'm going to have to recharge these picks. I think I've only got 4, so I need a place to do that. So we're going to finish taking out this sand, which I think there may, let me break in here. There may only be like 1 wall of it left. Yeah, so there's only the 1 wall left, and then we reach the other side. And then I'll get digging, and we will come back when we're ready to start putting this thing in. Okay, so here we are in the underneath area. I've dug down to level 28, I believe. It's where we're standing. So we're going to try an experiment. So if I put blocks in here, they should still die. If I get one. Suppose they're all going to get jammed up in there now. I need to put some lights in here too so I can see them coming. That would be kind of fun. There should be a candidate. Okay, so he should still die. And he did. Let's make sure that wasn't a fluke. Get a couple more here. Okay, so now if I put it here, might still live. Nope, they're still dying there too. Nope, looks like 100%. So let's put up one more layer. I must have my calculations off as far as what level they die at. All right. I thought it said 34 blocks they die. Maybe I got that wrong. So let's do a little more science. They are still dying, correct? I had much better rates than this. And a few people have gotten on. This guy should die. So should he. Okay, so what happens if I go up one more level? Okay, good. All right, they're one hit kill. So I think this is our level. So what level is this? About level 32, it looks like. Get in there. Oh, what did I just do with my sword? Oh, he's right there. That scared me. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's mark this level on the outside. We'll just go ahead and let them drop for a minute. Whee! Bye-bye, guys. Awesome. I didn't know I would get pufferfish from those guys. With looting. That's awesome. Okay, so we need to put our little killing chamber at this level. That's where the floor is going to be. And of course, our floor that we're standing on will be lower than that. But that's where our floor goes. Okay. I'm going to work on putting in a killing floor there and see what kind of system we can make to collect the drops, and I will be right back in a little bit. Alrighty, so after doing a little building and some experimentation, this is kind of the design we've come up with. So it's pretty simple. You got a backstop here, just so when the thorns hit, it doesn't knock you back. You basically go in here like this, flip the switch, guardians stop right there. You can whack them with your sword. And like I said, the backstop keeps you from being thrown out of here. A couple small problems with it. XP does occasionally get caught in there, but usually one will pull it out as it goes by, so that doesn't seem to be too big of a problem. Obviously, we're not collecting drops, so if you're in here for a long time, you would have to flip the switch and let the drops go down. I don't plan on AFKing here, so I don't see that as a big problem. Pretty simple. You got the lever, which puts a signal to the redstone, fires the pistons, shows the half slabs out there. Then when it's not active, they can fall down and die. Obviously, from the testing we did earlier, you don't have to have the drop chamber that deep. So I may actually move it right up here, like maybe 2-3 layers down, and collect it there. That way, Two reasons. Number one, I won't have all the noise down in the storage area. And number two, it'll be up here hidden where I don't have to see it. So not a bad deal. Like I said, I have big plans for this area, but I think I can hide something like that in the middle of it without being too obtrusive. But that's been good. We recharged all our tools except for a couple picks, which I have down in a chest, and I'll get those in a little bit. But next thing, we're going to start digging all this out. I want to take this all the way down to the level of the storage room, but I'm not going to do that on camera right now. I may do it during a live stream. If you haven't caught me on live stream, Twitch TV/Rogue Torso, I do plan on being regular again. I haven't been for a few months, but I'm going to get back into it. For now, though, I think we're going to call this episode good. We've got our XP grinder now, so that will help us do a lot of things around here. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Rogue Torso out.